Hi, how is everybody? I'm glad I can talk to you today about something I am passionate about. I am passionate about puppets, and I have been for a very long time.
Okay, Mr. Northrup. So, how did you first become curious about puppets?
I think, and I can't remember for sure because it was such a long time ago, that it was probably from watching puppets on television. And we didn't have Sesame Street and the Muppets back then, but there were some other programs that were my favorites that had puppets. And because I was interested in them, I'm pretty sure that's why when I was in kindergarten, my grandfather, who was a carpenter, built me a puppet stage, and my mom and dad pulled some puppets together for me as a Christmas present, and it was one of the most memorable Christmas presents I've ever had.
Once you knew you were curious about puppets, how did you gather more information and learn about them?
I watched puppets every chance I could get. Um, Sometimes going to puppet shows, but I didn't get to do that too often. As I said, certainly on television, but I also used the library at my school. Mrs. Zachman was my school librarian, and she knew that I was interested in puppets, so she helped me find every puppet book there was. Even in high school, I was reading every book about puppets that I could, and I have a collection of books about the history of puppets and how to make puppets. So books helped me a lot. I did not have the internet.
Once you learned more about puppets, how did you share your passion of puppets with others?
I did a lot of puppet shows, which is practicing something that I was passionate about. And every summer, I would do puppet shows for the other kids in the neighborhood, sometimes in the basement, sometimes in the garage. I would reuse old puppets. I'd use puppets that I had bought that I changed around, always to have something new and different, and share puppets in that way. And that continues right through today. I still like to share puppets and do puppets with kids. I've taught puppet classes at Jiva Theater, and even the School of the Arts had me come and work with their students with puppets before they did a show that used puppets.
What advice would you give someone who is just starting to pursue something they are curious or passionate about?
Practice, practice, keep trying, and be ready to make mistakes. When I would make puppets, there were lots of times that things didn't work, lots of strings that would get tangled, and the more I did it, the more good ideas I could come up with for new things. And always ask good questions, and something you don't always have a good choice about, but my parents and the people around me and my teachers all encouraged me. So if you can find a group of people who will encourage you, that's one more way to really, really make your mark with your passion.
Thanks, Mr. Northrup.
You're welcome. Good luck.
Thanks. Bye.